Hello everyone. I'm going to show you an incredible transformation. You know all those old scratched CDs lying around, usually destined for the trash? I'm gathering a pile of old CDs. Don't worry about their condition, because we're going to transform them into something entirely new. Next, I'm placing these discs into a metal pot. This pot will be used on an induction cooker. Once all the CDs are inside, I'll pour in enough water to completely submerge them. The goal here is to soften the plastic and prepare it for the next steps. I'm placing the pot on the induction cooker and turning up the heat. After covering it with a lid, I let the water come to a boil. Boiling the CDs in water helps to loosen the delicate reflective layer from the polycarbonate plastic base. This makes it easier to separate the layers without damaging the plastic itself. You can see the discs starting to change as they heat up. Leave a comment and let me know which country you are watching from. It's great that we can connect and chat from all over the world. Once the CDs have boiled sufficiently, I'm carefully removing them from the hot water using tongs. I'm collecting all these translucent plastic discs onto a plate. To obtain pure polycarbonate, I use a utility knife to carefully separate the silver foil layers. This step ensures that our final product is completely uniform. If you find this video interesting, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any interesting ideas coming soon. I'm taking the clean, translucent plastic discs and cutting them into small strips, then into even smaller, uniform chips using metal shears. The smaller and more consistent the pieces, the faster and more evenly they will dissolve in the next stage. It's a bit tedious, but worth the effort. I'm continuing to chop these plastic pieces into tiny, glitter-like fragments. This increases the surface area, which is crucial for efficient dissolution. Look at all these beautiful iridescent chips we've created. Now, I'm taking all these tiny plastic chips and carefully transferring them into a small, clean glass jar. This jar will become our mixing container. This amount of plastic should yield a good quantity of our special coating. Here's the magic ingredient: acetone. I'm pouring acetone over the plastic chips in the jar. Acetone acts as a solvent for polycarbonate, which is why we're using it to break down the plastic. After adding the acetone, I'm sealing the jar tightly. I'll let it sit for a while until all the plastic is completely dissolved, forming a uniform, creamy consistency. It's a fascinating chemical reaction. After some time, all the plastic is dissolved, and we're left with this thick, white, paint-like substance in the jar. This is our homemade waterproof coating base. It's incredible how we've transformed old CDs into this useful material. Now, I'm pouring some of our newly created coating into a separate small container. This will make it easier to work with when applying it to our test surfaces. Just look at how smooth and rich it is. To demonstrate the effectiveness of this coating, I've prepared a piece of cardboard. I've drawn a line down the middle, marking one side with an X for no coating, and the other with a V for coated. This way we can clearly compare the results. Using a paintbrush, I'm carefully applying our homemade coating to the V side of the cardboard. I want to ensure a good, even layer for the best test results. I'm leaving the X side untouched so we have a clear control for comparison. Next up, I'm preparing a piece of wood for testing. Just like with the cardboard, I've drawn a dividing line and marked one side X and the other V. We're going to see how well this coating performs on a porous surface like wood. I'm applying the coating to the V section of the wood. Wood is known for absorbing liquids, so this will be an excellent test of our coating's waterproof properties. I'm making sure to get a thorough and even application. For our third test, I have a piece of metal. Again, I've divided it into X and V sections. Metal doesn't absorb water like wood or cardboard, but a good coating can prevent rust and provide an extra layer of protection. Let's see how our homemade solution fares. I'm applying the coating to the designated V side of the metal. While metal is generally waterproof, this coating could offer additional benefits like corrosion resistance or simply a smooth finish. I'm looking forward to seeing the difference. Finally, for the ultimate test, I have a concrete block. Concrete is highly porous and absorbs water readily. If our coating can make concrete waterproof, it will truly prove its incredible capabilities. I've marked it just like the others. I'm now applying the coating to the V side of the concrete block. This is perhaps the most challenging material for a waterproof coating. I'm painting it on thickly and evenly. ensuring maximum coverage to really put our creation to the test. Let's wait for all these samples to dry completely. We have cardboard, wood, metal, and concrete, each with an uncoated X side and a coated V side. The coated side has a slightly lighter, almost translucent finish, while the uncoated side remains in its natural state. Here are all our samples after the coating has dried. First, the cardboard. I'm spraying water onto both sides. Look, on the side with the V, the water collects in droplets and rolls off immediately. It completely pushes the water away. But on the side with the X, the water immediately soaks in, becoming dark and damp. Now let's test the wood. Again, spraying water on both sections. The water just sits on top, perfectly beaded, showing absolutely no absorption. It's keeping the wood completely dry. But the X side? The uncoated X side soaks up the water like a sponge. Next up is the metal sample. While metal isn't typically absorbent, our coating provides a fantastic barrier. On the V side, water still beads up and glides off, offering an enhanced protective layer. The uncoated side just looks normal. It's proof that this coating adds a robust protective film. Finally, the concrete block. This is where we really see the power. I sprayed water on the face of the V. The water is repelled entirely, pooling on the surface without being absorbed. But the X side is wet and dark as expected. This homemade coating is incredibly effective at waterproofing even highly porous materials. This jar holds true magic. Our incredible, multifunctional, transparent, and waterproof coating, made from simple old CDs. This DIY project proves that with a little creativity, you can achieve truly amazing and practical things. If you enjoyed this project and found it inspiring, please give this video a big thumbs up, share it with your friends, and leave a comment below telling me what other unexpected items you'd like to see me transform. Don't forget to subscribe for more fantastic DIY ideas. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.